Hi, and welcome back to this week's Thrifting Challenge Projects video. This week's theme was road trip. I'm excited to share with you projects. It's been a while, but let's get started. So it has been maybe about a month or so since I first filmed my planning video for this weekly challenge. The summer has kind of gotten away from me, and today I wanted to buckle down and film a video. So here we are. I have this thrifting challenge, the road trip challenge. And just a reminder, the project list prompts were as follows. The first one is memories. The second one was in-car entertainment. The third one was organizer. And the fourth one was navigating. For this first prompt, memories, I put together this geocaching holder and a logbook. For this you will need circle paper tags, markers or pens, a container to hold your collected items, and a notebook to log your geocaches. So here I have an old jar container and some key tags that I got, and I just figured I could open them up and put them in my container. Then as I road trip, I can use the geocaching app to find some geocaches along the way. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull one of the tags out and decorate it. So geocaching is you use coordinates, like you can use your map app and put some latitude and longitude coordinates into it, and you can hunt down hidden treasures. And so people will have these geocaches that you can find, I believe it's geocaching.com, and you can hunt geocaches, but once you find it, you leave something behind, something small, and then you can take an item that was in the geocache. So these key tags are perfect for that, and they're kind of fun. You can decorate them. On the back I put from KC Mo, so that way as we road trip, then I could put them and they would know where they're from. This one I plan to put my my booth at the Queen Bee. So I'm putting a tag on here so that people will know what it is for. You could put a tag on it, and you could, if you plan to do a lot of geocaching on your road trip, you could write down the trip locations on your card or something similar to that. And then that way you can use this as a memory keeper from your trip. Next, I have this notebook. And sometimes it's nice to have a notebook so you can keep a log of where you've been, and then sometimes they have stamps. You can stamp your notebook. All right, when it comes to ranking this project, when it came to cost, I gave it 1 star. I would say this was $5 or less, and so I felt like that was pretty reasonable. When it came to time to complete, you watched me do it. It took less than 5 minutes, and so that was a star as well. Ease of the project, super simple. I give it a star for ease. The final look, it's not about the final look, but I do like the eclectic look of having a lot of little geocache items inside the jar, and I think that would be fun to have on your mantle to look back on your trip. And then, was it enjoyable? I did enjoy it, and I think the geocaching itself is very enjoyable. So all in all, I give this project 5 out of 5 stars. Next prompt is in-car entertainment. And so I put together the storage box that can store toys or other items. And so for this, you will need a storage box with a flat surface and items to place in the box. This I found at the thrift store. I'm realizing I didn't do a thrifting video for this one, but I thought this is perfect for this challenge. It is an art box that you can put your art supplies in, and then it has like a stand, although I couldn't quite figure out how to work it, that can prop it up to be like a nice easel. And my original thought for this project was I wanted to make like a Lego box, like a Lego place that had the mat glued down. and I bought a couple of mats, and I was going to glue them in. I thought about gluing them in the box, but then with it open I thought would be awkward. I thought about gluing it on the front of the box, but I wanted to be able to use the art easel part of it. And then I thought about gluing on the back, but if I did that, to open it and get to the Legos would be messy. So this is kind of, I'm not really doing much to this box, but adding items in the box. And so for this one, I didn't really complete a project, but the idea behind it is still thrifty. You can find a storage box that has a flat surface, and then you can put some items in. All right, time to rank this project. When it came to cost, this cost me around $10, which I didn't think was bad for what it was. So I gave it a star for that. When it came time to complete, it took less than 5 minutes because all I did was gather items and put them in the storage. So that was a star for time to complete. The ease of the project, all it did, I just hunted and gathered and put them in. So 1 star for that. The final look, I love that it has a handle on it and it's easy to carry and take places. And was it enjoyable? Yes, it was. So I gave it a star for that. All in all, I give this project an idea 5 out of 5 stars. All right, next prompt was organizer. And for this project, I wanted to use things I already had on hand. And when I travel, I know I have a lot of papers to organize, so I wanted something for that. So I have expandable labeled folders, and for this project you will need 3 file folders, scrapbook paper, double-sided tape, scissors, paper clips, and a binder clip. So to begin, I just take my folders, and I don't necessarily want pockets on both sides of my folder when you open it. I kind of like the idea of maybe writing or something on the other side to record memories. I can use my folders to store items, and I can also use them to store receipts and stuff, like collect items for junk journaling for when I get back. But I am just beginning by adding some tape to the front of the middle file folder. And then I love to use double-sided tape. I'm going to peel the backs off of those and add the front file folder to this middle file folder. When that is done, I'm going to follow the same process to add the back file folder to the middle file folder. So then that way I have 3 expandable file folders that are connected to each other and that we will turn into folders. To make folders, I am just going to grab the scrapbook paper, and I'm going to leave a little space at the folded area and just mark how far I need to cut my paper. So I marked it, and now I just slice it, and I know I have 3 folders, and I'm not really big on perfect measuring, and so I just know I need 3 pieces, so I cut it into 3 pieces. So here is my first little pocket. I'm just going to round this corner here because the labels on the file folders are rounded, so this corner piece I want to be rounded. And then I'm just going to add tape on the bottom of this and on what will become the right side. Right now is my left side, and then I will leave the other side open. I feel like that makes it easier to get your pages in and out if you only have tape on one of the sides and the bottom. All right, now I'm just going to add a little paper clip to the left side of each section. Sometimes I have items that I don't really want to put in the folder. I'm worried they might slip out, and I'll just paper clip them down. And to close the top of it, I'm just going to use a binder clip, and that should keep the pages from falling out. So here is finished. I like that there are labels on the side. I could label each folder if I wanted to. And then just another real quick flip through. So we got the paper clips, and then each one has a pocket. So you could organize by day of your road trip or organize by state. However it is you want to organize your papers, your hotel papers, all of that. But once you put the clip on, that should keep papers from slipping out the top, and then you can stick it in your backpack and be on your way. Okay, so when it comes to ranking this expandable labeled folders project, when it came to cost, it cost me about $5. I did already have file folders and paper on hand, but I would imagine if you needed to go grab some of these items, you could do it for $5. So I gave it 1 star for that. When it came time for completion, it only took me about 5 to 10 minutes, so I gave it a star for time. Ease of the project, it was pretty quick, it was pretty easy, and so I went ahead and gave it a star for ease. The final look, I do like how this looks. I think it looks nice, so 1 star for that. And was it enjoyable? I did enjoy doing this project, so I gave it a star for that as well. So all in all, I give this project 5 out of 5 stars. Our last project was navigating, so I made this map ornament, and for this you will need a map, a mason jar lid, a hot glue gun, and some twine. So here I have my mason jar and a map, and I'm just going to take the lid off and then set the jar aside, use that elsewhere. And here I have a map that I had I think I got it at a garage sale or a thrift store, but it had the Tennessee state on there, and so that was where we had taken our road trip. So I'm just going to trace around the Tennessee portion of that with my lid, and then I'm going to cut it out. Tennessee was really fun. We went to Pigeon Forge, and then we stopped in Nashville, I believe, on the way home, but we had a really good time. So here I've cut my circle out, and then I'm going to use some double-sided tape, and I'm going to tape it to the part of the lid that pops out, and then go from there. I thought it was a little bare, so I decided to add the year that we took our trip. So I'm just going to grab a pen, marker, and add 2026 to the ornament, and then slip it in the lid to get an idea. Now I'm just going to hot glue it into place, and while I'm hot gluing that, I'm also going to hot glue some twine, so that way I have a way to hang it on my Christmas tree. So here's the knot, I'm just going to glue the knot down. And here is my final ornament. I really like how it turned out. It's cute, and it's a good way to remember our trip. Okay, when it comes to ranking the map ornament for cost, this cost me less than $5, so I gave it a star for that. Time for completion, it took about 5 to 10 minutes, not long at all, so I gave it a star for time. Ease of project, it was quite simple, so I gave it 1 star for ease. The final look, I think it's really cute. I gave it a star for the look. And was it enjoyable? I did enjoy doing this one, so 1 star for that. All in all, I give this project 5 out of 5 stars. Alright, so those were the projects. I hope you guys liked them. Once again, I am so sorry it took a while to get those out. I am happy to be back, and I'm going to work hard to get my videos out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and complete these projects in a timely manner. Our next theme is watermelon, and the project list for this one, the prompts are pretty in pink, polka dot, watermelon print, and something to wear. And I look forward to doing this one. Summer feels like it's almost over. We got about 4 weeks before we go back to school, but I just feel like this is a really good summer theme, watermelon. So I look forward to doing this one. Please keep your eyes out for the planning video for this one. If you're ready to get a jump start, you can head over to my Pinterest boards and look at what ideas we have for each prompt. I hope you guys had a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.